Alright, how's everyone doing? Welcome to From Z to A, Alphabetical Interviews with Zach Anderson. I am Zach Anderson. Today we are here at Save Sound Studios for the 53rd edition of Monsters of Acoustic Rock, and I am joined by Riley Cotton.
Hello.
Well, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you.
I'm going to ask you the difficult questions as long as it has something to do with the letters of your name. So we'll start with R. If you could recommend somebody who has never heard you play before,
Sure.
3 of your songs to kind of understand your style, vibe, which 3 would they be?
Sure. I think I would start with House of Blue Siding.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's, you can get a sense of maybe my lyrical style. It's very based around imagery, you know, kind of painting a picture, taking reference from like Joni Mitchell, who's a big inspiration of mine. So I guess lyrically I would suggest that song. Vocally, I think Honey is probably a good representation of my range. Yeah, and just kind of the more, I don't know, maybe a little bit more of my poppy influence, which kind of it creeps in from time to time. And then I would also probably say Make a Woman Out of You, which the subject matter it's sort of a protest song. So you kind of get an understanding of what my values are as a person and a songwriter and you know, what I aspire to do with my art. So
Yeah. I would say those are 3 really good choices. So.
Thank you.
Yeah. And who would you say are your biggest musical influences or inspirations?
Sure. Yeah. So recently it's been a little bit different. I would say kind of traditionally I listen to a lot of like 60s, 70s folk. You know, Bob Dylan, Joni Mitchell, huge inspiration, Joan Baez. All of those sort of folks. But I'm kind of working on a new project now, and I started to tap into a little bit of like 60s and 70s country music, like George Jones and Loretta Lynn, and I've been down that rabbit hole recently. So it's really expanding and changing all the time.
All right.
Yeah.
And what themes or topics do you tend to write about in your songs?
Yeah. So Joni Mitchell has this great quote, and she says, "As long as I tell the truth, I'll never run out of things to write about." So I take that very much to heart, and I write solely from my personal experience. You know, the things that happen to me in my day-to-day life, or you know, over the story arc of my life, or you know, observations that I have, or things that I witnessed in the news. It's really just me and my beliefs are really you know, what I would love to be, you know, more like fanciful or whimsical and come up with stories. I just can't get there, and it kind of has to happen to me, and I have to live the experience in order to be able to write about it. So yeah.
Nice. And is there anything essential you must do in order to get ready for a show? Do you have any like pre-show rituals?
I do. I'm a very ritualistic person. I had recently, actually in the last year or so, I've been combating a lot of performance anxiety. Especially before big shows, you know, I shut down and I get really in my head, and so kind of to counteract that, I've come up with strategies. My dad always says, like, focus on the things that you can control. That's like his mantra. That's like our family mantra, and I take that really literally, probably too literally, and I'm like, okay, I can control, you know, my health, I can control my fitness, I can control how much sleep that I get, and especially I'm a singer first before like a guitar player or a songwriter, and so my body is the instrument, and so I try to keep all of that very much in check. So I drink these ridiculous, I make everyone try them, they're disgusting, but this like turmeric, ginger, cayenne, apple cider vinegar tincture, I call it like my, you know, whatever, it's my witch doctor potion or whatever. That seems to really do the trick. It's super anti-inflammatory, you know, just helps to like open everything up. Drink a ton of water before shows. I try to get a run in every morning when I have a show or when I don't have a show, just to, it really helps, you know, open me up and whatever, decongest and all of that stuff. And I try to sing on the way, on the car to every gig, and I have a playlist of like cover songs that I play just to kind of, you know, warm up my range and do that sort of thing. So.
All right, nice. And 2023 is almost over. Do you have any exciting plans for the new year? Any writing, recording, touring, everything in between?
Yeah, hopefully a little bit of everything. I am working on a new EP. I'm getting ready to get into the studio. I've got 5 original songs, some of which I've played live before, some of which are just kind of to myself that no one has heard, which I'm really excited to share with people. I've got a really great group of friends that's going to be involved in it. I'm going into the studio kind of with a band, which I don't have experience with, so that's going to be really new and exciting, and I'm really leaning on the people involved to be really collaborative and share their skills, and they're all incredible songwriters in their own right, and so I'm excited for that to come into the studio. And lots of gigs, lots and lots of gigs, always gigging, hitting the road. I want to see more of New England. I think I want to make a trip out to Nashville at some point too. Hopefully that'll happen in the springtime. And lots of writing, just busy, working it.
Well, I'm looking forward to the new EP and catching you at some shows. So. You're welcome. And I like to end all my interviews with 3 interesting or random facts about yourself that many people may not know.
Okay. Well, I grew up in Texas, which a lot of people know, but I did play football, which is a rite of passage, I feel like, as a kid growing up in Texas.
What position?
I was a center, but it was flag football, so it was much lower risk. So I was a pretty athletic kid. I rode horses and did stuff like that too. I've lived in 5 different states. I've moved like 26 times, so that's kind of a fun, not so fun fact. And I think I'm a pretty good cook.
All right.
I would say that's my third.
Do you have a favorite dish to make?
I love to make curries. Lots of Thai curry, like a yellow curry, coconut milk based. So,
all right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you, Zach.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
If you want to check out Riley Cotton, please visit the link below. And now we'll cut to a performance from Riley. So thanks again. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Sometimes I dream of a house with wood siding and a screaming porch. While I can't stand that old smell of paint drying, I love when you peel it from my hands. Crossroads, tulips growing gray, not forever home or garden grows. Nothing but holes from that damn door. In the summer sprout, the teens we watch them grow like weeds and spoil them in the sunshine. In a world of play pretend, dream splendor coming true. I could live it 10 times over, never cared enough for you. Sometimes I dream of skinny jeans, rips torn through the knees and beaten down bust. Uncomfortable just to know, and shaking until I couldn't speak. And every day a cup of tea with ginger and honey. Always worrying about money, but you make it true. Telling when you chase the moon, I'd comb your hair through at the end of every night. In a world of play pretend, dream splendor coming true. I could live it 10 times over, never cared enough for you.